I got a question. So, since when did they start holding basketball teams hostage? Let's talk a little bit about the Portland Trailblazers. Now, understand that I am somebody who has been born and raised in Portland, Oregon, all my life. I have suffered the fate of agonizing season after agonizing season. Yes, all of my life, all of my 40 years on this earth, I've been a Portland Trailblazers fan. One day, wishing that I can actually pretend to even remember the time they won a championship because back in 77, I was not alive. With that being said, Blazers have come under new ownership. This dude, Doughton, some of his first moves were to not give playoff shirts. Playoffs. Playoffs. Now, playoff shirts, I don't know if y'all know, it's not just a fan entitlement thing. This is something that's been going on with the Blazers for a very long time. And you know what? It's not uncommon when it comes to teams across the country, especially this year. This year of all years, the year that the Blazers surprisingly made the playoffs. And what is one of the first actions of y'all relax? Hey, hey, Zuri, 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 Lobo, it's okay, go fight. No, not them, fight each other. Hey, Zuri, Lobo, Zuri. Lordy G, let people live. Where was I before I was rudely interrupted by some cuddly dogs? Um, one of the new owner's first moves was to deny these shirts. Penny pinching, looking to save and scrap whatever he could. Now, my first thought was like, if you a billionaire, why are you buying a team and looking to penny pinch? Of course, that doesn't mean to be wasteful, but investing in your team is important. Secondarily, one of his other moves was to offer the lowest salary for a head coach job in the NBA. Does that really signify winning? No. And now the city of Portland finds themselves in a conundrum. The Motor Center, what I know it is the Rose Quarter, is the arena where the Blazers play is now in need of some renovations. Essentially, if the renovations don't meet the specifications that the owner wants, he is threatening to move the team. Now, why does that not make sense to me? Let's just be clear. I mean, I think one thing is the NBA plans on expanding in 2028 to two markets, two more teams, expanding to 32 teams. Those two teams, Seattle and Vegas, those are the places they're looking to expand to. Where else will you take your team? What other markets can you think of that will work for you? I don't know. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Not a strategic move, right? But again, we find ourselves in a conundrum to where the city of Portland, the Multnomah County, which is where Portland is, and the state of Oregon need to fork up $500 million in order to appease this billionaire. Now, back to the shirts. You have people who have been in this region for decades who have poured into the Blazers. The Blazers are one of the, I would say, probably the biggest sports team in Portland. We don't have a football team, an NFL team to be specific. We don't have a Major League Baseball team, right? The other team, professional teams that we have, we love them dearly. The Timber, the Fire. We love the Thorns. We love these teams, but they're smaller market teams. The Blazers have been a staple for so long. People give their hard earned cash. They come from all over the Pacific Northwest to root for the Blazers. Now, this new billionaire owner doesn't seem to really understand that. He's more focused on his bottom line than supporting the same people who support him. Now he's in position to squeeze the little people, the everyday people, not willing to give up a dime in order to see something that is in his financial interest thrive. There could be a plan to do renovations and raise the capital and all those different things. Does he execute? No. He holds the team for ransom. If you don't give me my nah, you know what it is? Bitch better have my money. Through rain, sleet, or snow. That's what he on. And it's just another example of the billionaire, moneyed, wealthy, powered interests squeezing every single drop from the people. It's another example of unpaid taxes or not paying their fair share to where you squeeze more and more money from people rather than contributing into an entity that actually pads your pockets rather than watering the roots, the foundation of what makes you rich. You would rather squeeze a stone to try to get a drop of blood. Now that's the mentality of capitalism. Ooh, I said it. Yep, there we go. Profit by any means necessary. Profit is king. Profit is the guiding light. Billionaires get a chance to disregard what it really takes to sustain life. Billionaires get to disregard what it really means to a city. And unfortunately, it has me at odds with myself, but also answering some really hard questions. Now, I don't know if there's necessarily either or situation, but I'm tired of being stuck up by these people. I'm tired of being stuck up by the billionaires. I'm tired of being stuck up by hmm, I can't think of an analogy, whatever. I'm just tired of it. And at this point, as much as I love the Blazers, hmm, what's now the Lloyd district was once the Albina district. It's where black people lived. Black people created communities. Now, it was through redlining and discriminatory practices to which black people gathered there and built community, yes. But it was ours through eminent domain, slowly but surely, chunk after chunk, black house after black house. There were forced to move into other areas to build the Memorial Center, which came before the Rose Garden or the Rose Quarter, and now the Moda Center. Same thing with the Lloyd Center. Same thing with Emmanuel Hospital. Eminent domain and taking people's homes, taking people's community. So I find myself sitting with that and the possibility of doing something different. As much as I love the Blazers, as much as I love the spectacle, I love my people more. And if that money can go to rebuilding community, especially black community, might have to make the sacrifice. Or at least I can say, might be willing to make that sacrifice. Anyway, if you got with me this far, give me a thumbs up. Let me know something. Thanks for suffering through my beautiful cuddly dogs playing in the background. Y'all, thumbs up. Check me out on Substack too. Peace.